Hi Care Bears and families, welcome back. This week I wanted to show you a page that we do at calendar time every single day. So we use our smartboard for a lot of our learning, and one of the things that we use it for is for calendar time. We'll talk about the date, we'll talk about today's days of the week, we'll talk about the weather, and this page helps us get to know about our world. So it's the Our World page where we get to look at a different website every time chosen by the VIP, and we'll get to talk about it, learn a lot of new words, listen to a lot of new things, and have a good conversation about what we're looking at that day. So every day at VIP, the VIP will get to choose one of the three options to look at into our world. One of them is the National Geographic for Kids, and that's about animals. We'll look into that page later. One of them is the Panda Cam. It is a live cam at the San Diego Zoo where we get to look at the pandas there. And there are also other cams available that sometimes we'll look at as well. And the last one is Dogo News. What that is, it's kids appropriate news around the world. So one time we got to look at a whale baby helping the mom moving back into the ocean. One time we got to look at a polar bear in a zoo. So let's take a look at those pages right now. This is the National Geographic for Kids, and as you can see, there are many different kinds of animals. There's the polar bear, there are popular animals like bears and pigs and panda. Sometimes there'll be animals that are kind of rare that we don't normally hear about. So maybe the aardvark, we have the American crow here, there's the sea lion, and there's lots of different selections of animals on this page. There's a python here, an otter. So the VIP gets to choose an animal that they want to read about. Let's just say the VIP want to do the python today. So there are pictures of the animal that they want to choose. So we'll often talk about, what do you notice? What do you see? They might say, oh, I see that the snake has no fur. They might say, oh, I see the snake on the tree. So we're just really talking about the really basic, what do you see? And then we'll move into talking about some of the questions that they might have. So I often start off the sentence like, Care Bears, what do you want to know? You might want to say, I want to know what they eat. I want to know how long they could be. I want to know how heavy they might be. So we'll go through that for every animal that they choose. And then there are lots of words here. I will usually read about 1 or 2 paragraphs of those words, and we'll paraphrase it. I'll explain to them what the words are saying, and sometimes I'll answer the questions that they were just asking prior to reading this paragraph. Boys and girls really enjoy this page, learning about different kinds of animals, hearing different words, hearing words that they would probably not otherwise hear in their everyday lives. So this is a very popular page for our Care Bears. The next one is our Panda Cam, another really popular one. Hopefully you can kind of see it. I think there's the panda right here eating the bamboo shoot right now, which is often what he's doing when we're looking at the panda, because we've learned that pandas eat a lot of the time of the day. So every day when we come to this page, then we'll look at the panda, we'll watch him for a minute, we'll talk about what he might be doing. Sometimes they might have questions. And then, I can't get to it, and then you can look at the other animals as well. And the last one that I want to show you is Dogo News. What that is it's news that's appropriate for little ones. It could be interesting things that's happening around the world, new discovery, or other fun facts. One of the interesting news that showed up a couple weeks ago is about the pumpkin carving that was happening at NASA. NASA engineers were using technologies to carve pumpkins. So we talked about carving pumpkins, and we showed pictures of the kind of technology that they're using and the kind of pictures that they're carving on top of the pumpkin. Oftentimes there will be a video that goes with it, so we'll watch a little short clip as well. So this is not as popular with the little ones yet, but it is sure an interesting way for them to get to know about the world and fun things that's happening. So if you have a few minutes at home with your device, please check out these specific websites so that you can enjoy them at home as well. So again, they are the National Geographic for Kids, and let's talk about the animals, the Panda Zoo Cam from San Diego Zoo, and Dogo News. That's dogonews.com. Check them out at home, and I think it'll really encourage lots of interesting conversations. Are you ready for Mrs. Zhang's book pick of the week? This week, the book pick, it's more for the moms and dads and the families than for the little ones. This is called the Q&A, A Day for Kids. It is actually a journal, more so than a book. And what it is every day of the year, there'll be a question posted on the top of the page. So for example, on June 16, it might say, today was fun because, and you can write down whatever they're saying. And another day, it might say, something is so funny. And it'll spark some interesting conversation, and they might tell you something that you didn't know before. In fact, at school, every day before home time, we sit around in a circle and do question of the day time. So I'll take out a question from the day that we're at, and we'll all each share something about the question that we've just heard. So pick this book up if you're able to from your local bookstore, and you can keep a little journal where you can write every single night for like about 2 or 3 minutes. It's a really nice keepsake to have as well. If you aren't able to get a copy from the local bookstore, you can certainly go Google up questions for children and then ask them a question every night. That's it for this week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.